A routine traffic stop turns into a career-ending mistake when a racist cop pulls over the most powerful judge in town. It was just after dusk when Judge Elijah Brooks, a well-respected and nationally recognized federal judge, drove home from a speaking engagement at a civil rights symposium. He had taken the scenic route through the suburbs in his luxury sedan, classical music humming through the speakers. As he slowed at a stop sign, red and blue lights suddenly flared in his rearview mirror. Judge Brooks calmly pulled over, knowing he hadn't broken a single law. Moments later, Officer Kyle Benton approached the vehicle with a hard expression and one hand on his holstered weapon. Without greeting, he barked, "License and registration. What are you doing in this neighborhood?" The judge, dressed in his tailored suit, raised an eyebrow. "Good evening, officer. Is there a problem?" Benton snorted. "Don't get smart. You were driving suspiciously slow. That's probable cause." Brooks handed over his license without a word. Benton glanced at the ID and froze. "Elijah Brooks? Judge Elijah Brooks?" he repeated, visibly flustered. "Yes," the judge replied coolly. "And you've just unlawfully pulled over a sitting federal judge without probable cause. That's called racial profiling." Benton's face went pale. "And no, sir, I was just doing my job. There's been break-ins around here," and Brooks interrupted. "And I suppose being black in a luxury vehicle is cause for suspicion in your eyes?" The silence was deafening. Benton stammered something about misunderstanding, but the damage was done. "Officer," Brooks said firmly, "this stop is being recorded by my dashcam, and I'll be submitting a report directly to your precinct's internal affairs and the Department of Justice Oversight Committee I sit on." Benton's mouth dropped open. "Please, sir, I didn't know who you were." The judge's eyes narrowed. "That's the problem. It shouldn't matter who I am. Your behavior is the same one I ruled against just last week in a civil rights violation case. You've just made an excellent example of yourself." Without another word, Judge Brooks drove off, leaving Benton frozen in place, sweat beading on his brow. By the next morning, video footage had gone viral. Benton was placed on immediate administrative leave. An investigation was launched, and the precinct was forced to hold a public press conference addressing discriminatory policing. One thing was clear: justice had just made a very personal visit to Officer Benton's doorstep.